between a dog and a wolf is just thousands of years of breeding. It's the same animal. Which is wild. My dog Marshall. Have you ever met Marshall? Sweetest fucking animal that's ever existed. All he wants to do is love everybody.
Oh no, I did meet him once at the old studio.
Everybody's his friend. But he's an ancestor of a wolf. They've turned him into this thing through thousands of years of breeding.
Is that what
just
they're doing
like they're trying to do to men? Exactly. That's what they're trying to do.
Where's
to men.
Andrew Tate when you need him?
Yes, that's what this toxic femininity shit, or masculinity. Toxic femininity is right. That was a Freudian slip. But toxic masculinity, what that means is like, oh, you mean the men who carved the world.
Yes, now you don't need them.
Yeah,
so now you want to get rid of them.
But you do need them. You just don't think you need them because you don't need them right now. And then Russia has them, and China is making them more... China's making them more masculine.
So then what do we do? Like, how do we recognize this trait? Okay, we want to make life more... We want to make life more palatable for everyone, right? But sometimes you need some badass motherfuckers to do the things that a lot of people don't want to do. And then the second life is safe, you go, well, why do we have bad people around?
Exactly.
They might make some bad decisions. So how do we keep the quote-unquote, like, bad guys around long enough so in case something needs to be done, they handle it? And I think, like, the American way of doing it is going, hey, we're just going to, like, kind of create these little organizations that do the bad shit, and the American people don't really need to know about it. We'll go handle that stuff. You don't need to know. Enjoy your life and live your life. And we'll make sure everything is cozy and cool, and then you're not voting for the guy that does the bad thing. It's kind of like a nice system.
It's a very good system for creating innovation, right? Because you leave people
and
the
emotional
opportunity.
Comfort.
Yeah, but you leave people the opportunity to go and do other things. But it also is an opportunity for people to be unrealistic about the world. Like, Israelis are very realistic about the world.
They have to be.
They have to be.
Yeah.
And they also have mandatory military service.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people that have said that if America had mandatory military service, you'd have a lot more patriotism, a lot more people who understand, like, the role that the American military plays in the world.
Yeah.
And that, you know, the American military has done some fucking terrible things.
Skin in the game.
Every single military organization that has ever existed in history.
That had the power to.
Yes.
That's the thing. Like, if you don't have power, you can't say what you would or wouldn't do with that power. It's hard. Like, if you really look at, like, the American power structure and the benevolence attached to it, like, that to me is, like, the most impressive thing about, like, a George Washington stuff. Like, you could have ran it back. Everybody loves you. You could just continue to be the new king, if you will.
Right, like Putin has done in Russia.
Yeah. And he's supported.
Yeah.
Right? The people there, for the most part, love him. Or at least that's the information we're getting. But, like, I even talk to guys like Lex, and it's like, yeah, there are people there that love him. He's, like, favorable.
Well, it's also they control the media.
Exactly. So they're getting the shit that's
propaganda,
out there. 100%.
Like, I was talking to someone who has a relative over there in Russia, and they were saying that they thought that Ukraine was filled with Nazis, and they were over there to liberate the Ukrainian people. And so the propaganda is that Ukraine has been run by Nazis.
Yo, liberation is a great excuse for invasion, bro.
Oh, yeah. It's a great excuse.
It's benevolent.
Yeah, I mean...
You want to be the good guy.
It's literally what they did to go into Iraq in the First War.
Yeah, or every time
when they invaded Kuwait. Like, oh, we have to save those Kuwaitis. Like,
those
why?
poor Kuwaitis. People in America don't know what the fuck Kuwait is, can't spell Kuwait.
Doing? Yeah.
But I wonder if... and, like, I've joked around about this, but I wonder if, like, life gets to a certain point of inconvenience where you start being okay with dark tactics being taken to return you to convenience.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, once things get ugly, then you're more than happy to have the military go and do awful shit.
It's not the military. It's like, I got a lady in my building, right, who's like, she's kind of like a Karen, right? And, Joe, I love her because she does the shit I want her to do.
She's the Antifa you're building.
Yeah, but, like, somebody's somebody's fucking loud. Somebody's having a crazy party. I know Danielle's got it. Like, I don't gotta call nobody. I might send a text like, Danielle, are you hearing this? Already on it. So it's like, that's my CIA. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
she's your Antifa.
Or Antifa or whatever the organization is. Like, the second the gas prices are too high, all of a sudden weapons of mass destruction, or the second anything is about to be inconvenient, there's the group that goes and does it, and then I don't have to feel weird like I snitched on the person in the elevator. I just get to sit and smile. That's, I think, the American or, like, the Western experience. We're removed from the things we would feel guilty about. Like, even in America, we all say, like, to everybody around the world, like, oh, yeah, we hate that they did that thing with their weapons of mass destruction. It's disgusting what they did in Iraq. We like $3 gas.
Right.